I'd have to examine the bill. I have not seen any companion legislation to it in the Senate with Class 6 Senate snobbery. I don't pay attention to every bit of legislation that goes in the House, but I would be glad to examine any legislation which would help secure this nation's borders and increase our security. I thank you for being here, and I appreciate it, and I thank you for your involvement in the political process, but I have not had a chance. I can't comment on legislation that I haven't seen. I've made that a practice for many years. Anything else that anybody would like to? Yes, sir, one more.
I'm Frank Reinhardt. I'm a retired Foreign Service Officer, Senator. I served in Vietnam for 2 years and then was rewarded with a 4-year tour in Laos while you guys were up in your hotel. We learned some new words as a result of the debacle in Vietnam. Re-education camps, boat people, and killing fields. And do you think that if we don't get our act together and do what you're advocating, we're going to have some new killing fields and in Karbala, Kut, and Kirkuk?
Yes, sir. Maybe I could ask my friend Orson Swindle to comment on it.
Well, I'm not an expert in foreign policy, but we all know from our experiences in Vietnam, and there's several of us up here on the stage that sat and listened to the rhetoric of politicians who wanted to quit and give up, and we literally managed to snatch defeat from the jaws of victory. As far as the aftermath of what happened in Vietnam, I have, and all of us have, many Vietnamese friends that we're very close to, and many of them are boat people, and they're remarkable people, but that is a tragedy beyond belief that happened over there, and I see no reason, especially given the pronouncements of the leadership of Islamic extremists. You know, most tyrants in modern times have told us what they were going to do. We just didn't pay attention. Hitler was pretty clear with what he was going to do. Stalin was pretty clear with what he was going to do. And these people are even more clear. They have a different kind of communications, and they're babbling all the time about what they will do. And in my personal opinion, I have no doubts that there will be that kind of an aftermath. It will be a tragedy again. And we literally can't afford to let that happen for the sake of those who will be the victims of it. But much larger than that is the instability that it will cause. And invariably, as John has said, we will be called to go back again. And it will be more difficult then than it is now. The simple truth of the matter is we've got some people in Washington today who are trying to quit. They're trying to pull out and abandon our cause. Ladies and gentlemen, for the sake of those young men and women who all want to complete their mission. You know, you hear these people say we want to support, we support the troops, we want to bring them home. If you want to support the troops, listen to the troops. The troops are saying, let us win. Let's support the troops by supporting their mission.
Well, first of all, great honor to be here with Senator McCain and this Medal of Honor recipient, some other individuals. I served with 3rd Battalion, 187th Infantry Regiment in 03-04 under General Petraeus, and then 05-06 once again under Colonel Still, which was formerly Captain Still off the movie Black Hawk Down. He was our brigade colonel, but something stuck in my mind is before my platoon sergeant died in Samara, he walked up to me and he said, "Shepard," he said, "no matter whatever happens to me or you, the Army will always roll on." And that stuck in my head, and I've seen a lot of things over there. And I think as Americans, if you study this radical Islam, and it is, truthfully, it's my opinion, it is a problem, because I've seen a lot of things, so.
In the Middle East, we face some tough going. It's not going to be easy, but it has to be done. And I don't have any doubt that our forces in the field can do whatever is required of them, and the rest of the government can support it. Our biggest risk of defeat does not come from bin Laden. It comes from Washington. And the only solution to that problem is your vote. And I suggest that you need to support John McCain, who has the personal credibility based on his life experience to look you in the eye and tell you we have to do this. One more thing. The senator a few minutes ago showed you that despicable ad published by MoveOn.org. Who are they? They are the largest fundraising organization that supports the Democratic Party. Think about that.
There was a guy who was a mentor of mine, and he framed it, and John McCain has adopted, and that is: freedom requires responsibility, liberty requires duty. That's the deal if you're an American. That's what Senator John McCain is saying. And when you say Senator John McCain, the one word that comes out, besides commitment to the nation, is truth, trustworthiness. That's what you get from the man who stands here to be the nominee for the presidency of the United States, and I would urge you to support it. Truth.
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. Thank you very much for May I just end by thanking all of you that were kind enough to come and winter with us in Arizona last winter. We appreciate it. We look forward to you coming again this winter. The temperature is still a little high, so there's a little lack of water. California has stolen Arizona's water, as you know. In fact, we have so little water in Arizona, the trees chase the dogs. But I want to again, and finally, I hope for the last time, never again will I'll do everything in my power to keep you, not to keep you waiting. I apologize for the wrong turn in the bus. I thank you for your patience, and the next gathering we have, I promise I'll be on time. But I want to thank you. I know that everybody in this room had something better to do today, and I'm grateful that you're here, because this is a seminal event in American history, and it's far more important than any political campaign. What's important here is that we support this great general and these wonderful and brave young Americans who are the very best of America. Thank you, and God bless America. Thank you.